Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Joey B here again, bringing you another video from Nier Reincarnation. And today, I believe this is probably going to be the most prevalent for most players in the game, especially this early on, and it's how to get your power up. How are people hitting 90k, 100k, 120k? And there's loads of videos out there for you to definitely watch. People have different methods and what they do first. What I will say is, though, if you're on the official Discord, in the global announcements, there's some links to the official Twitter from Nier Reincarnation, and this table's here with little brief explanations that you can read up. Even if you just want to grab a screenshot of it, save it onto your device, and then you can use it as a reference point. So yeah, just thought I'd show you that before we get into the game. So yeah, let's start. So guys, first things first, obviously this game has got a variety of characters and things, and the characters you have, you want to be investing in ones you're going to use. So the whole reroll system, there's many videos out there. I've got one, many other content creators have put it out, but definitely pay attention to that, get the rerolls, and make sure you're starting off with some characters that you want to invest in. That way, to save you putting resources into things later that you might not use. So just thought I'd get that out there now. So we'll jump in. First things first, when you start playing the game, very obvious, you're going to be playing through the campaign. So you won't have this menu, you'll just be playing through all your chapters and progressing through. The power caps ain't big. You play through, get all the rewards, you level up the characters that you're using as you come past it. That much is nice and easy. Straight away leveling characters and the weapons you have for them. Once you've done that, what I'd say that your next best bet to go in is this event right here, the Automata event. This is sort of your next stage you should be farming. And the reason I say that is, for number one, the power cap, even at very hard, isn't that high. You will have capped that by completing the story. So all the gems that are available there is going to help you pulling to get copies of your characters, hopefully. We all know what my RNG lock's been like. And ascend them, which obviously helps level them up more, gives you more power. But apart from that, you've got this store here, and it's the only event that's actually offered you 3 different characters with all the weapons and the capability to ascend them. I've said it previously, there's videos out there that shows you like the sort of best method people recommend in farming these and how to go about it. Yeah, you get your metals up, but all the things in here, like, I'll have them mostly purchased now, so we'll just go down and I'll just show you what I mean. So this was the newest added thing right here, that Virtuous Treaty. For A2, most people reroll, they're going to go for A2 on that banner because there's A2 and 2B. This right here gives you the capability of maxing out a weapon straight away to level 90. It is against what we say about using dupes to level up, but when it's given to you for free for farming events, get it done. Max that weapon out, and there you go. You've got a base level 90 weapon without having to pull for it. So that was a good addition. Apart from that, you've also got your black pearls, so you can ascend your weapons up. Look at all the character XPs, you've got weapon XPs, you've got these rubies and diamonds and that we'll touch on a little bit. So yeah, definitely farm these events. And also later on, I'll briefly go over the companions. You'll get a way of getting their level up required materials here, and obviously your gold coins and that for gold. So yeah, definitely be farming this. Literally the story and this event, and you can even dab in the Sunset Port event now that's released. You get the most out of all this stuff that you're doing for farming, because when you're farming these events, you're also earning character XP for just completing a stage, which builds up and means it's easy to get your characters leveled up, and you're acquiring gold for obviously just playing the game. So yeah, I'd recommend doing this first. That you should ease. I got to, I think it was maybe just under the sort of 60k mark once I'd finished my Automata event, and then that's when the game kind of changes. From that point on, you move down. So if we go into the sub-quests again. And this is where the biggest chunk of your power is going to come from. It isn't noticeable straight away, but farming these daily quests for weapon skill materials to level up your weapon skills is huge. When you've leveled up all of your weapon skills, and at the same time double dipping for obviously your topazes and that, aquamarines and emeralds to evolve your weapons, it means the next stage becomes a lot easier for you. Also, just below that, you've got the gorilla quest that opens up 4 times a day. Best place to get weapon XP by far. Get in there for the hour, farm it when you're still trying to level up your weapons and that, because the higher level your weapons, the bigger the stats, the bigger the skill boost does to those stats. You get where I'm going. But yeah, daily quests, double up, because the sooner you can get those weapons evolved, which I'll show you here in some of them. If we go into my loadout, so as you can see here, I'm sitting at 90k. I've only got, really, my A2 fully ascended. I got lucky in a couple of pulls, and I used what resources I got from the events and the mission rewards to get her up max. The other 2 characters, I've only had 1 Deimos and 2 Ps still sitting there bare naked. So yeah, if we go into this, I'll just show you these. So yeah, these sort of skills here, these passive skills, I've done a previous video on this explaining why these are important to unlock. But these are a big power boost. Once you evolve it, you get to 10 levels. I've already said I prioritise evolving over ascension. Every weapon I'll evolve, and as you see, I could open my loadout, every single one of them's done. These are a big boost to power. Doing this alone, along with the weapon skills, I could promise you'll be over 70k power. I could almost promise you right now. So once you're done with your characters, your weapons, where do you go next? And that's where the newest update has been very helpful. Before, we were in amongst these 2 sort of areas here, farming what we're calling the game Memoirs. Memoirs are things that you equip to your character, like little runes that buff stats basically. They have set bonuses for particular character skills, etc, etc. I'll go into that in a second, just in a bit more detail. But now, with the new content that got released, they have taken the 4 best memoirs and put it into one place. And what you'll be looking to farm is probably floor 7. You're wanting 3-star memoirs to begin with. Don't focus on like struggling away if you're only be able to clear the 8th and 9th floor, maybe one every couple of runs, depends on RNG. Farm floor 6, 7. Get yourself at least 2-piece sets of these memoirs onto your characters. I'll jump in now and just show you some memoirs and a little thing that I'd only recently just discovered about these actually. So these are your memoirs, as you can see, and on the memoirs as they start, if you look down the bottom here, I've got some level 1 memoirs, and up the top left there's a number along with it. It's like 5. I've got one here that's 2. What that indicates is how many stats are on that memoir when it drops without you leveling it up. So for me, I came from Raid Shadow Legends, and it was the same sort of system there. You got something and it had a different rarity, going all the way up to like Legendary, which had all the substats available there and then, so you could see what you're rolling into. So your goal is to try get 3-star memoirs in all characters, but with this number 5, so it pops up straight here. I can see these stats immediately, so every time I roll up 3 levels, it's going to roll on one of these stats. So you want to farm until you've got your number 5 in the top left. You want to look at all the substats, and then you want to roll on the good ones. It takes time, but it is by far worth it. If you start rolling on things like this, where you've only got 1 substat, so when you get to number 3, it's going to open up the next slot, so you're not getting a boost on anything. If you get 6, it opens the next, you know what I mean? So you're missing out on upgrades from just unlocking them. So yeah, that's a little tip I didn't know about. And just getting number 5s in all of yours will certainly help. I need to start working on Memoirs again now that I'm at the sort of 90k power cap. I need to go for 4 stars, as you can see. So yeah, after that, I reckon you're probably pushing 80, maybe 85k, and this is where you start looking here at your companions. You want to start leveling these up. As I showed you in the Automata event and in the Sunset event, you can get some of the materials here. The way to get these materials, so if you just click on one that you're wanting to enhance, you'll see the necessary material here. If you click on the material, it shows you very hard campaign is where you'll be farming these, as well as it says there, the Automata medals. Also, while you're farming the very hard campaign, you can double up here and you have all these chapter summons. It's a little bit of gacha that you can open up. So we'll open it here, and it just shows you all the list of things you can get. So you can get the materials for leveling up your companions through this, as well as farming the stage that's applicable to that material. So yeah, it's just a double up sort of thing. And the way the table explains it, you should really be hitting this at about 100k when you get here. So I'm going to put that to the test. I'm sharing the information I have just now, and so far up to the point of 90k it's pretty accurate. So once I get my 4-star memoirs, we'll see with that and the companion level up if I've hit 100k, and then I could solely put the word on it that yeah, that's solid info, that's where you should be at. Everyone has a different way of playing it. You might not do things in that order. Some people spend money and will rocket past everybody else because they'll assign characters and stuff. That's all fair. That's the mobile games we play. That's what happens. But if you stick to that sort of guide of what you should be doing, and with that little information on the memoirs, I think that's the biggest key thing I've took from trying to get the information to do this video, because I didn't know that, and that's fantastic. So now I know where I'm going to need to work on. So yeah, I hope you get some information out of this and you start boosting that power up, because we all want to be endgame and we all want to manage to defeat that witch floor 10, because she's a nasty old bitch. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, man. Hit that sub button, hit the like button, and I'll be seeing you in the next video, guys. See ya.